How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Figma tutorial. For this video, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different and a little bit more fun. I'm going to rebuild Tesla.com Model S page and explain my process along the way. So without further ado, let's dive in. So first, I've already imported some of the SVGs out of the website. I have a collection of images that I've pulled from the site, so I'm going to import those as well. Just drop those right in here. Okay. I'm going to get this organized just a little bit. Some of these might be, duplicates, but that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go along. Okay, so I will start with a frame at desktop size 1440 right here. So this will serve as the basis for our page. Okay, so we'll begin with rebuilding the banner and navigation menu. I'm going to grab a screenshot of this top area. Copy that. Okay, I'll begin by grabbing a screenshot of the top header area. Right there. I'll set it to Figma. I'm not exactly sure why my screenshots are coming in so enlarged, so I'll just have to size them down to the 1440 width. Just cropping that in a little bit. 40. Okay, so now we'll start recreating this header banner up here. Okay, so I'll draw a frame. It's about, let's make it 56, 4 pixels. Probably turn this into an auto layout. I'm going to give that a gradient fill, radial. For this color, I'll sample this highlight. For this color, I'll sample this dark area. Radial. Something's not right with my radial fill. Let me try that out on a square. That does not look like a radial fill. Okay, so I fixed the radial fill on this object. I'm gonna copy this style, paste it right on this one, adjust the fill a little bit, like so. Put that highlight right here. Bring this in a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty close. We're not going for perfection here. We're going for just something close to it. Okay, so then going to copy this header text, drop it into this frame, center it. Looks like the link came in. So this is two separate elements right here. So I'm going to split those up and connect them with auto layout. Model S. Okay, so I'm gonna see what size we got here for this text. Size 14, line height 20. Size is 14, line height is 20. Okay, I'll drop these guys into an auto layout frame. Roughly like this. And actually for the fonts, I'm going to use Montserrat. Just because I don't have the whatever font is being used on the website itself. So this one looks pretty close. So this one will turn into bold. This one semi-bold. Center it again. Okay, that looks pretty good. Drop that in here. I'm going to make this entire thing an auto layout frame, vertical center, okay. Name that header promo. Drop that in here and take out all the spacing and padding. There we go. Once I start dropping additional sections in here, it'll make more sense. Okay, so next we want to drop in this video. Okay, so we got the video for the background, which I imported. Where's our video? Okay, right here. Make that 1440. By 1024. Drop that right in there. And then let's start getting the logo and this top navigation in here. So here's our logo. Here. Turn the frame into a group. actually ungroup that. So I just have the vector, which I'll name Tesla logo. For the size, we have 120 by 24. So this will be 120 pixels wide. And we'll make it this white color. Actually, I'll turn that white into a style. Name it Tesla white. Okay. I'll probably organize the styling as I go along a little bit better. Let me turn this down a little bit so we can see it. Okay, so top navigation bar. We have these are buttons. Let's see how they appear. They have kind of this like a fill with a background blur and rounded corner. Okay, so we'll just start creating those. Model S. Let's see what size those are. 14 pixel size, same as this one here. Let's run actually. I'll just copy that. LS. L3. X. Y. That's my favorite model out of all these. Solar roof. Solar panels, and lastly, Powerwall. Okay, I'll grab these guys, turn them into auto layout, going horizontally. I'll center it to my page. And we're going to adjust the auto layout spacing. Oh, I want it to be aligned to center. That's close enough. Maybe a little bit less. 32 pixels. We'll do 34. Okay, so we'll name this primary nav. And we have these buttons here for shop account and menu. It looks like the same font treatment. 32. So actually they are 32 pixels apart. I'm using an inspector plugin called Show Me the Styles, in case you're curious. So we'll change this to 32. Okay. I only need 3 of those buttons. So this one will be shop. account, and lastly, menu. Okay, so we have that header. So now align it all that to center. This is secondary nav. I'll drop all this into a frame. Make sure my frame is 1440 wide. I'm going to constrain that to the left and vertical center. This nav to center, and secondary nav to constrain right and vertical center. So this way, when I'm adjusting my nav vertically, everything stays in the right positioning, like so. So let's see if we can grab the spacing on all this. So this header nav is 56 pixels tall. 56. Okay. So what I want is this video to be in a frame. So that way I can drag my navigation menu into that frame. We'll call this hero frame. And this one, I'll center it and align it to the top of that frame. And actually for now, instead of this video, it's a little bit hard to see. Maybe, well, let me see. Maybe I do want to keep the video. Let's preview that really quick. Okay, that's looking, everything is resizing correctly. Yeah, I'll probably keep that video in there. It looks more like the real website. Okay, so this main top level frame I'll rename to tesla.com Model S, and I will make sure that instead of a fixed height, it is hug contents. Here we go. So now it'll continue to expand with additional content. So I can get rid of this. That's looking pretty good. We even have the link in there. Okay. So hero frame is 1024. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so let's see what we have next. So we've got this lockup here, right here, with some specs for the top level Model S, 2 buttons which will turn into components, and a little caption text. So let me grab a screenshot of that. Again, for some reason my screenshots are coming out just enormous. have not figured out why. So I have to crop the width every time, excuse me, and turn it to 40. Okay, so we have this spec, the range, spec for the 0 to 60. Okay, let me style that really quick. So that is 24 pixel size. This little guy down here is 12 pixel with 18 pixel line height. 12 pixel, 18 pixel line height. However, this top one has a line height of 26 pixels. Oh, that doesn't look right. 26 pixel. No, that's not working. We'll just have to. Oh. Like that. That looks pretty close. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll break these up into 2 parts. There we go. And get them into an auto layout frame. Like this. So we'll do 10 pixel spacing between them. Okay, make sure it's aligned to top center. That's correct. And it's vertical. Okay, so 0.99 seconds. Asterisk 200 H. Top speed and 1020 horsepower. That's a heck of a lot of horsepowers. Peak power. All right, so we got those 4 specs. We'll grab all this, wrap it into an auto layout frame, make sure it's going horizontal layout aligned to center. Give this a little bit more spacing, 94 pixels. There we go, that's great. All right, so now let's work on these buttons. Do order now. This will be a component with 2 variants. Let's see that it's 14 pixel font. 14 pixel. It looks like medium with a little bit of spacing between the letters. Maybe like this, 6. Wrap that into an auto layout frame. Make the auto layout frame the white color. Actually, let's pick our Tesla white. There we go. And that's fully black. Let's see, the corner radius on the button is I'm not exactly sure. It's probably 4 pixels, I want to say. 424. That looks about right. So there's a button here. We'll do I'm not sure how much left and right margin we need on those buttons. We'll figure that out as we kind of go along. And actually, this probably cannot be auto layout because the buttons are fixed width. So I'll take the auto layout off. .262 width. We'll constrain it to center, vertical, horizontal. Align it vertical, horizontal, center. Maybe this medium to semi-bold. Text is centered. Everything is centered. And what I'll do is I'll vertical trim my text box to cap height to baseline. Okay, so that way we can get the exact center on that text. So there's our, we'll just say button text. Turn this. See, we'll turn this, let's check the height on this really quick. Okay, so that's 41 pixel tall button. We'll turn that into a component. Add a variant. And we'll make this secondary button. So for property, we'll say button type. This top one will be, and we'll probably have light and dark color buttons. So this is primary. This one is secondary. For the secondary button, we'll turn our text into our Tesla white. And we'll flip the fill to the stroke, to the outline inside, and it looks like put an instance of this here so we can, yeah, that looks correct. So it's 3 pixel border. All right, so here's our first component. We'll call it button. I'll drop these components someplace else. a little bit later. So we'll drag an instance of each of these buttons right here. This button text will be order now. So I'm just overwriting the text. This will be demo drive. I think I will reduce the spacing 4 right there. We'll drop these two into an auto layout frame. See, it's 20 pixel spacing between the buttons. There we go. We'll take this, name it specs. Take this and this. Okay, so this is an auto layout horizontal frame. We'll combine this and this into a vertical. Vertical auto layout frame. Spacing between that 24 pixels. And then lastly, we will add this. Let's see, that's 14 pixel font. 14 pixel, and it looks like probably medium size. And I'll drop that into this vertical auto layout frame. So now we have this lockup with our specs and our button. We'll drop that into our hero frame right here. Give it a horizontal center. We want to constrain it to bottom and center horizontal. Place it here, so this way when we're resizing our hero frame, this entire spec and button lockup travels with it. Okay, so let's preview that. And so far that's looking pretty good. All right, before I move on to the next section, I just noticed that I forgot this Model S promo here. So let me grab that really quick. The title. So I'll grab one of these things. Model S. Explore inventory. So that's centered, that's centered. This text is 40 pixels. Pixel, and the small text is 14. Okay. Align that to horizontal center. Oh, I just lost my navigation menu somewhere. There we go. There it is. Okay, so that was 40 pixels. 14. Okay, let's try this again. Horizontal center, pin it to the top. Horizontal center. And there we go. I'm gonna fix the reflow constraints a little bit later. This is, let's see, 153 pixels. Say 150, Model S. I believe this font was a little bit lighter. Semi-bold. Semi-bold. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Going to rename this to primary nav menu. Also, another thing I'm going to do to clean things up is create a new page and call it assets. And move all this extra stuff over to that page just to clean this one up. Move to page assets. Okay, so now we just have this here, which is perfect. It gives us less layers on the left, and all the assets are located here. I should have done that a while back. All right, so now moving on to the next section. Let's see what we have. So we have this interior shot, which is right here. And we'll make that 24 pixels tall. Wrap it into a frame. With interior. And in the interior, we have this dark gradient at the top. And interior of the future as the header. Size, let's see. It says this title is 28 pixels tall. Size. Grab this over. Future. Pin it to top and horizontal center. Let's see. It's looking like that gradient is there. Actually, I believe that there's okay, so this it looks like there's a box which has the interior of the future header, but before we get into that image, so we'll color that as black. 1440. And up to the bottom. this, 150. Add this to this auto layout frame, and then add this interior image. Okay, that's looking more like it. That's how far we got now. So interior of the future, there's that image. Okay, moving on to the next thing. So next we've got this video of the interior. Let's see if we can find that. I believe that's this one right here. That. So let's see, we have drop in a frame like this. Actually, I'm going to repurpose this one from up here. So we'll call this interior feature carousel. We'll add that video to here. And then I'm going to recreate this little carousel thing here. So let's see, each one of these dots is see, I'm gonna screenshot that really quick. Okay, so that's what we're going for. I'll select the circle tool. There we go, it's 12 by 12. Actually, I'll do a frame and give it just a ridiculously high radius to turn it into a circle. Okay, and then I will turn that into a component. Call it so dot. Give it a variant. So this one will be style for the property. This one will be active. This one, which will be that, will be, or actually this one we'll call it primary. Call this one secondary. And then we'll drag instances of those out here. Okay, and the reason why I've created this into a component is so that then I can adjust it just in case the carousel needs to be adjusted in size or color. That will all be controlled right out of the component. Layout. Pretty soon I'm going to start collecting my components here someplace. Okay, so we have our dots right there for our carousel. And grab some text. Cinematic experience. Left align the text. Let's check the size. Size on that text is 17 pixels. Okay, it looks like it's bold. And we'll grab this body text here. It's 14 pixel with a 20 pixel line height. Ooh, that's long. Like this. Hopefully, let's see, either semi-bold, probably medium. Actually, I need the text from the first carousel slide right there. Delete that reference image. So now, all right, these carousel dots will wrap into a horizontal auto layout. Dots. We got 14 pixel space here, and 26 between those two. I'll wrap these two into an auto layout, and then these two into an auto layout. Carousel content. Put that in here. Center it horizontally. And let's see, so the carousel is 72 pixels away from this image. There we go. And we're almost done with that section as well. And 72 pixels below. So I'll select this frame. Actually, I'll turn this entire thing into an auto layout. 72 pixels down here. And then probably the same up here. Okay, so now if we resize this, the entire frame resizes because the entire lockup is an auto layout. Okay, and then now we'll add the interior feature carousel section to the entire page stack. And now this is what we have. Let's give that a quick preview. Here we go. Got the top section, interior of the future section, and the interior promo section. View actual size, okay. One thing I'm going to do is color this entire parent frame black because I'm seeing a little white line that is coming through. Let's look at that now. Okay, that fixed it. So there's now no more separator line in between there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Moving on to the next section. So next we have this section with these three callouts. So we've got this interior. Let's see, where is that? So this one, I think it's these three images actually. All right, let's continue on building out this section. So this is 552. I'll duplicate that section, get rid of all this content. We got the interior first. 552. Body text right next to it there. I'll drop these two. Actually, let me find. We'll find the center of this guy right here. Wrap these into an auto layout. Stay connected. Text. Going. There we go. Move these up a little bit to the top edge here. All right, then we got the car with the immersive sound. So I'll duplicate these down like this and swap them places. Make sure this is fill container and a vertical center. Vertically align the center. Let me redo this again. Swap places. Right here. So this is 552 again. So we'll bring in this car. 552. Cut it. Select this. It's into place. Container. Fill container. There we go. Now to make sure that this body text resizes with the text box. And lastly, I'll select this. Move it down to here. And we got the bicycle with room for everything. Oh, forgot the immersive sound text. Sound. paste. There we go. And then room for everything. Actually, these are, there's a little bit more padding like this. Let's measure the width on that. It's 427 pixels wide. 427. This one is 427 as well. Here we go. And lastly, let's get the bicycle in here. It's 552 again. Cut, select, paste into place. And that is pretty much our last section. Move this up to here. And drop that into our master auto layout frame. Okay, I'm gonna want to move all these down a little bit. So we've got about 100 pixels of space. There. And a little bit of space down below, about 80. Right there. Okay. I'm gonna add some guides here on the sides for this section. And also for this one. Like that. Okay, let's give that a quick preview. All right. Actually, I'll change the background on our prototype. Prototype settings, background color. Let's make it a little bit brighter. Or let's make it completely white. No, I'm gonna change that back. Okay, that's all looking great. And let's jump over to the next section. I probably won't get to all of these. This video is going to get pretty long. Let's see. So I'll just do maybe a couple more and then we'll call it good. All right, so now we got this speedy Model S with some specs down at the bottom. So let's get that down in here. Let's go to our assets page. Here's the Model S. That in here. So we got these specs which look like same ones from here, so we can repurpose that. Copy that. Paste it down here. And let's just get these specs in here. So (1,001 horsepower). That's going to hug. I'm gonna fix that. Let's see. Full container. I think there's a return there. There we go. That did it. Power. And lastly, our 0 to 60 time of neck braking speed of 1.9 seconds. 0 to 60. There we go. So we can take this last one, delete it. We'll space this out a little bit. There's about 215 pixel spacing, so we'll say 200. Like that. So let's repurpose one of these sections. We'll just grab this one. Select all that. Drop this in here. Horizontal center. Align it to the top. And we'll say that this is, height is 1024, I think. 1024, yeah, 1024 sounds good. And we had this at 18 pixels from the bottom edge. So we'll drop that in here. Horizontal center. Pin it to the bottom and the horizontal center. Check the amount of space from that to here, 64. Oh, 64 pixels. That's looking about right. So before I do that, I'll select this image and pin it to all sides for constraints, and then drop that into our master auto layout frame. All right, let's take a look at the prototype. So there's this new section. That's looking pretty good. All right, moving on to one more. Okay, so this next one, this white section here, it's a little bit different. Actually, I'll bring in a screenshot of that. Okay, so we have a frame like this. It's completely white. We'll use our Tesla white color that we set up in the styling. And I'm going to grab some text that we've had before. We'll just grab this. That. Plaid. Beyond ludicrous. And our beyond, so the plaid text is 17 pixels. And it looks like it was perhaps a regular font. And beyond ludicrous is 28 pixels. Probably a also regular. Okay, make sure these are left aligned. Text. We have this body text. So we'll color that black. Create a new style. Slab black. Apply that style to our text. Yeah. And we'll grab this body text from here. And we'll apply our Tesla black text. Let's see the spacing of this text block, 40 pixels. So this and this will be in the auto layout frame. Pixel space. It'll be less than that. Text is a little bit bolder, I think. Maybe medium. So these two are aligned to the top edge. Text. Let's see, regular styling or medium. We'll leave it at medium styling, so it's a little bit more legible. Close to that guide. Let's see, let's drop this into our master auto layout frame. There. This will align to this ruler. Both of those are 40 pixels. The top edge there. And now we get to create another button. Let's move our components down to here. Okay, so for our button, turn that component with the variants into an auto layout. So we'll add a new variant. We'll add a new property. Property will be theme. theme, we have Alright, so for this button component, we have this button, which is the primary in this light theme area, with a dark outline, dark text, and this one will be dark text with a, let's see, this light gray right here. We'll save that light gray to our library, call it gray 1, because we're going to reuse it in this section down below here. And now, so this button here, it's primary dark theme, secondary dark theme, primary light theme, and this one is secondary light theme. And now let's check if we have any errors in our component. We do not, so we are good to go. Okay. So I'll insert an instance of this button, resizes correctly. Let's see how wide that button is. .204. Almost had it right. 204, and let's see, I can stack them like this. Actually, here they're vertically stacked, so we can do that as well. This one will be secondary. Okay. So for here we have order now. Compare models. Not compare. Compare models. So spacing between these two is 28 pixels. Auto layout 28. That looks like a little too much, so I'll decrease that. Oh, it's 16 actually. Okay. Here's our center of the page. Can delete that one. Okay, so we have the top spacing, and the space below this button is 56. There we go. All right, let's take a look at our prototype. And there's that new section here. All right, let's see what we got coming up next. The electric powertrain section. Okay. So let's grab this. delete out all this text. I'll just grab it as I need it. Electric powertrain, let's see the space of that. 156 pixels. And get some body text in here. And normally I would create styles for all the text here. Or actually, we can do that here. Let's create just one style for this. New style, name it body text black, create style. So this is body text black. This is body text black. Okay. So then we have this powertrain image. Let's grab that right here. A little bit large. Oh, this entire section will use this gray color. Okay, so the powertrain image, that will go center it horizontally. This. Oh, that's not inside the frame. Center horizontal. There, horizontal center. We'll scale it up a little bit, right there. Spacing from this to this is 72 pixels. 72. Extend this frame down a bit. All right, so now we have this sort of a lockup. Let me take a screenshot of that. This. I'll take that and drop it into our master auto layout frame so we have the guides in place. So we've got a line. And let's see if we can get can't quite tell the thickness of that line. We'll just say it's 4 pixels here. Let's grab some text from this body text here. And I'll just leave that text in place here. See if I can select it. No, I can't select it, so I'm not gonna retype all that. That's okay. And we'll grab this text from here. It says Model S. We'll give it our Tesla black color. It's probably medium. No. Semi-bold. 14 pixels. We'll just leave it at that. And then we have our specs, which we will pull in from, let's pull it in from here. So this is 1 seconds, 60 mph. So I'll left align that text, full container, and make sure our text uses our Tesla black color. There we go, right there. And actually, this text is 12 pixels, 12 regular, and we'll leave it at black. Spacing is probably a little bit tighter there. Looks like 0 there. Mile range. Okay, and lastly, 670 horsepower. Power. Okay, so we have these in vertical auto layouts. Drop them in horizontal auto layouts. Like this. And then we'll select all of this. All of this in a vertical auto layout. See the spacing between these. No, I'm not really sure. We'll leave it at that. And then grab all of this also into a vertical auto layout. Spacing of 40. Perfect. So I could turn this into a component. Actually, I'll probably do that. So we'll make that a component. Like this. We'll call this platform specs. And the reason why I'm turning this into a component is because I'm gonna have a second one of those here. And this one we'll have a thinner line at the top, like that. And it'll be about 40% opacity, maybe even 20, yep, 30. Okay, so now we can select both of these. Align them to our guide. Like that. And let's find the spacing between this. So that's 72 pixels. The bottom edge. Oh, we have this with rollout subtracted thing. For that, grab this bit of text here, make sure the text is centered. A horizontal center. So that's also 72 pixels from here. .64 pixels below that. Okay, cool. So let's move over this component over here. All right, let's take a look at our prototype, see what we got. There's this hero section, powertrain. Now that's looking pretty accurate. All right, let's do maybe one more section, this one here. This dark section looks sort of similar to what we had above. So we have these two buttons. Actually, it looks a lot like this section right here. Maybe we can repurpose that and recolor it. There's that. Get rid of these specs. Our image is the car in the wind tunnel, this one here. And let's see, let's trim that down a little bit. About here. We'll make that 1440 wide. Drop that in here, center it, vertical, horizontal, pin it, top, bottom, left, right. So that section is ready to go. And this section here, let's see, exterior, designed for efficiency. Looks like a bolder font. Bold. There we go. So this section is using our Tesla black color. We'll have our text. Use the white color, Tesla white. We'll switch this button to primary dark theme, right? It's secondary. Actually, there's a different button type in here. Let's see what buttons we have. This is our secondary dark theme button. Okay, and then we'll have one more in here with this charcoal gray fill right here. So we'll duplicate this button. We'll make it secondary 2 and white text with this charcoal gray. Yeah. Secondary 2. There we go. For now, and view inventory. Cool. That section to our master auto layout frame. We have 3 components at this point. And last section, we'll do this one right here. So that has our 3 Model S red images. Let's see, we have the rear bumper, so this one, and the wheel is kind of small for some reason. Oh, there it is. So it's this one, and this one. And vertical. Oh, my mouse battery's getting low. We'll have to charge that in a moment. So we'll resize this like that. For that, we'll repurpose this section here. So these are actually flipped the other way. So we'll flip this here, flip this here, flip this here. Images are 552. So we have the wheel. The wheel, sit in place there. Rear bumper, paste it in place here. Wheel, sit in place there. Relentless performance. Dynamics. Defined styling. There we go. All right, so we have this section, and we'll drop that into our master auto layout frame. Everything is aligned for the most part. Okay, let's take a look at our prototype again. So here's our exterior and all the other parts of the vehicle highlighted. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. It's getting pretty long now, so let's have one final look at our Figma prototype and see what we've built during this time. So here we have our big hero section at the top with the animated video. Interior of the future. Cinematic experience section. These little callouts for the storage and the sound, staying connected. We have this here with the Model S specs, powertrain specs, exterior promo, and some of the additional callouts. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about it, or if you'd like to see me rebuild any other websites in the future. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.